You opened the app to check one notification. 40 minutes later, you're still scrolling, still measuring, still losing. Somebody's vacation, somebody's promotion, somebody's body, somebody's relationship, somebody's life that looks, from where you're sitting, so much better than yours. You close the app feeling worse than when you opened it, and you don't even know why you did it in the first place. Here's the truth. You didn't choose to compare yourself. Your brain did it before you even had a say. Because for 300,000 years, comparison wasn't vanity. It was survival math. Let's go back. Not to this morning's scroll. Back to a small tribe of maybe 50 people, where every single member knew exactly where they stood. Who was strongest? Who was most respected? Who had the best odds of finding a mate, defending the group, surviving the winter? That ranking wasn't optional information. It was the most important data your ancestors had. Because in a tribe that small, your rank determined your access to food, to protection, to reproduction. Rank high, and you thrived. Rank low, and you might not survive the season. So your brain built a system to track it constantly, automatically, without asking your permission. The psychologist Leon Festinger named it in 1954, social comparison theory. His research showed something your brain already knew instinctively, that humans don't evaluate themselves in a vacuum. They evaluate themselves against everyone around them, constantly, involuntarily. And here's the part that explains your phone. Your brain doesn't know the difference between your actual tribe of 50 and the algorithmically curated highlight reel of thousands of strangers. It just sees people. It just sees rank, and it starts counting. Every photo you scroll past isn't neutral. It's data your ancient status tracking circuitry treats as real. Real rivals, real threats to your position, real evidence that you might be falling behind in a competition you never agreed to enter. Your brain releases dopamine when you check your rank, and it looks good. It releases something closer to alarm when it doesn't. That's not weakness. That's the exact same circuitry that once told your ancestors whether they'd eat this week. This is why one gorgeous vacation photo can wreck your entire afternoon. Your nervous system isn't being dramatic. It's running a 300,000-year-old subroutine that says, this person is winning, and if they're winning, you might be losing. But here's what that subroutine gets wrong, every single time. Your ancestors compared themselves to 50 people they actually knew. People whose real, full, complicated lives they could see up close. You are comparing yourself to thousands of strangers, showing you only the single best frame of their entire existence. It's not a fair fight. It was never designed to be one. And there's a second layer to this that makes it worse. Comparison used to serve a purpose beyond ranking. It told your ancestors what was possible. If someone in the tribe found a better hunting technique, watching them and comparing yourself to them helped you learn it too. But modern comparison rarely comes with a next step. You see the highlight, you feel the gap, and the algorithm hands you nothing to do with that feeling except keep scrolling. So the alarm just sits there, unresolved, repeating. Here's the real question, and it's not how do I stop comparing myself. You can't switch off a system that's older than language. The real question is, what am I comparing myself against, and is it even real? Because most of what you're measuring yourself against isn't a person, it's a performance, a curated fragment built specifically to look like a win. The people who suffer least from comparison aren't the people who've stopped comparing. They're the people who've gotten deliberate about what they compare themselves to. Their own last month, their own last year, a version of themselves they're actually trying to become, instead of a stranger's edited highlight reel. That shift doesn't happen through willpower in the moment you're scrolling. It happens through repetition. Every time you notice the spiral starting and redirect it, even just once, you're casting a vote for a nervous system that measures growth instead of rank. You didn't choose to compare yourself. Your brain did it before you even had a say. But you get to choose what you hand it to compare against next.